So unfortunately, you can still hear those little coilovers. I think I need to do one more thing to them. The Raceland, the rear ends of them I've had some issues with. Front are great, the rear just has some issues. I didn't have any time to grab any octane booster or anything, so we're just running on regular 92 octane, no octane booster or anything like that. And we're going to do that new cold air intake. And now this is pretty much just going to see if the cold air makes more horsepower. It is a really nice cold November day, and it's really early in the morning, so this is going to be beneficial for a dyno. Alright, so we've made it. Man, it was a drive. It was like an hour. Here it is though. If you look up here, drive, auto, and then here's their shop. I'm gonna have to crank this in at an angle with the new low lift. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. There's the silica. Alright, let's go ahead and bring it right here. So the last time I got my car dynoed, I did on rollers with a short ram intake. It made 165 horsepower, I think 0.3, which to the wheels is like 197. If I get any better than that on the cold air intake, I'll be happy. I have about a half a tank of gas on regular 92, and yeah, and then the new cold air intake. So we'll see if this produces any more. It's a really nice, cool, cold day. I did drive the car about 45 minutes, which I did the same thing last time. I maybe drove it 2 hours the last time, but I have a feeling that this is going to produce some better numbers. It's a good cold November morning with that cold air intake. And this is going to be a hub dyno versus that means they're going to take the two front wheels off and then install it instead. So we'll see. I've got my guys coming out here to start it up. Reverse is all the way up towards you, like towards you, and then up. Oh, so okay, reverse is, yeah. This guy's a pro if he doesn't install it. Yeah. Look at those LED reverse tail lights though. Those are nice. It looks pretty good. Go see Evo. Oh my gosh, that GTS though. Evo. This thing's clean. Wow, this is awesome. Man, this is so cool back here. You got your own little nook. Look at that.
So you have a spot that you jack it up from the middle? Or you still have the Evo?
Yeah. I need to do more to it. I always say that, but I got all new. He asked what it red line's at. I just said send it all the way. Oh, this is a good angle. That's pretty. I want 5 more horsepower. I'll be happy. All done.
Damn consistent.
That's exactly what I said. 5-4 on the dot. That's crazy. No way. So that's intake whatever. They said 5 to 6. This is 5.
There you go.
That's awesome. Great. Cool. Cool. Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Go get it pulled off. We'll get around.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Got it set? Yeah.
Okay, so he's putting the car back together. It made 170.8. Cold air intake for the win. There are some factors. One, this is a hub dyno, which seems to actually come in a little bit lower of what I've heard. I've heard that they're lower, but who knows? So maybe if I took it to a roller dyno where it sits up on rollers and spins, it might have made a different number. But I really like this. This is clean and efficient, very, very easy. He just buzzes the wheels off, buzzes these on. It's not gonna fall off the dyno or anything. Also, he can do 2-wheel drive and 4-wheel drive, which makes it really, really nice because he has 4 little hubs, or just if he just needs to use 2 like mine for the 2 front-wheel drive. But I'm really happy. 100, I'm stoked. 100 and I'm really happy, as you guys can tell. 170.8 is really good. What is that to crank? I don't know. I'll ask. I think it's probably almost like 200 to crank, which is really good. I think on a cold air intake and then with the TRD exhaust. So just pretty much those 2 things on there. You know, I did clean a lot of stuff and put like a TRD thermostat on there, but there's no real power gains on there. There's no turbo. There's no, you know, nitrous, there's no supercharger. So if one of those are on there, I'd aim for like maybe 250 or 245, but I'm really, really happy with that number, 170 on that thing. It feels a lot, it's definitely 5 horsepower quicker. So this goes to tell you that a cold air intake does produce more horsepower than a short ram intake. There is some things that, you know, a little bit of risk running with it. One of them would be, you know, sucking up some water with a little bit of hydrolock. Just don't drive in the rain. But other than that, I mean, it's really worth it. I think that was a good investment. I think those are like $100. So $100 with a cold air intake, and it gains you 5 horsepower. Really worth it. It's hard to gain 5 horsepower. I've seen people, you know, spend $3,000 or $4,000 to gain just a few horsepower on these older cars like this. So with $100 to gain 5 horsepower, stoked. Awesome. Let's go ahead and grab my dyno sheet and then I'll head out. That's gonna wrap up the video. Car sounds absolutely beautiful. Comment down below if you think it sounds like VVTLi or if it sounds like VTEC, because some people there it sounds like VTEC, I think. Anyways, he's putting the car back together. Let's go ahead and head out.
Go, man.
Appreciate you guys. Super efficient and fast. There's the real numbers. 170.74. Pretty sweet. Oh no, 170.83. Ooh. Alright, so I'm going to end the video right here. I highly recommend if you're in Washington or the Pacific Northwest to swing by Drive Auto. Very nice guys, very local, very cool, very into cars. They do everything pretty much, so it's pretty cool to have them like to see the car, and it was a great experience. So other than that, I'm really happy. 170.8 is 8.3 is really good. A 5 horsepower gain, cold air intake for the win.